We're back now with your health, and if you feel like you're always tired, listen up.
Wendy Troxel is a clinical psychologist and author of Sharing the Covers, Every Couple's Guide to Better Sleep. She's here with some new rules to improve our routines. Hey, Wendy, thanks so much for being here.
Good morning. Good morning.
So I think before we get into the tips, can you talk to us, what are people's sleep habits right now, and why should we even be paying attention to the spectrum of how people are sleeping?
You know, it's really interesting. I've been in this field for over 20 years, and when I first started, I had to convince people that sleep matters. Now the pendulum has shifted. Most people recognize that sleep is critically important for our health, our longevity, our productivity. But actually, now there's this tendency towards perfection chasing with sleep, which is actually doing some harm because we can't chase perfect sleep. When you do so, it actually raises anxiety, raises pressure, which is antithetical to a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Explain these sleep chronotypes for us.
Yeah, so when we think about sleep and the major drivers of our sleep timing, we call that our chronotype. These are sort of our intrinsic biological preferences towards being more of a morning type or an evening type or somewhere in the middle. So about 20% of adults are more morning types, 20% are more evening types, and the rest of us fall somewhere in the middle. The issue is we live in a culture that tends to make being a morning person a virtue.
Right.
And we tend to malign evening types, thinking that they're lazy or lacking willpower. But it's truly a matter of biology.
A lot of folks also, as you know, when they focus on how much they sleep, but you maintain that when you sleep may be just as important, if not more.
Yes, it's the when and how predictable that really matters. We're moving away from this idea that there's a perfect magic number of sleep duration for everyone. Rather, we know from really large-scale longitudinal studies that the predictability or regularity in sleep is sometimes even more important than the hours slept.
And don't shift weekend sleep?
Yeah, that's hard. So I know how delicious a weekend sleep-in is, particularly when you're sleep-deprived during the week. But if you're going to sleep in during the weekend, you want to rein it in to about 2 hours within your weekday schedule so that you don't experience what we call social jet lag, which is akin to jet lag you experience when shifting time zones, but it's because of social reasons.
Right. Well, what about where we sleep, or the bedroom? How do we set that up to optimize our sleep?
When we think about our sleep environment or our sleep space, I like to think about creating a sleep sanctuary or haven.
Like that.
You want it cool, dark, and quiet, and you want it to symbolize...
That's like Craig's nickname in high school.
When you walk into a room. You also want it to cue safety and security, okay? So the ideal bedroom temperature is somewhere around 64 to 68 degrees.
Oh, that's great.
Which is cooler than we would feel comfortable in our day-to-day lives. But that helps signal to the brain that sleep onset is near. You also want it dark because too much light exposure can suppress the hormone melatonin. So I actually recommend that you dim the lights in your household about 2 hours before bedtime. That can also cue that bedtime is near. And remove the detritus of your daily lives from your bedroom. Clear out the piles of laundry, technology, your computer. Ideally, keep your phone out of the bedroom as well, because those are the primary symbols of our waking lives. We really want to disconnect at bedtime.
Yeah, that technology removal is so important. Wendy Troxel, thanks so much.
Great advice.
Pleasure to be here.
Well done, Wendy.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.